Hi guys, it's me SB Studs, and welcome back to LEGO Set Saturdays. This is the series where I build and review a LEGO set and then give my personal opinion on the set in an out of 10 rating system. Today, I'm reviewing LEGO Set 75295, which is the LEGO Star Wars Millennium Falcon Microfighter. It has 101 pieces, 1 minifigure, is recommended for ages 6 and up, and costs $15.99 in Australia. But before we get into today's review, my channel is nearing 200 subscribers, so if you want to see more LEGO content like set reviews, mock showcases, and more, then go down below and destroy that like and subscribe button, and ring the bell for notifications so I can keep creating content. And while you're down there in the description liking the video, hop over to my Instagram. I post tutorials from my mock videos and sneak peeks for thumbnails and videos. So if you want to check it out, the link to my Instagram is in the description below. But with all of that out of the way, let's build this. So, here's the final product. In my personal opinion, this set is really good if you don't own the Mos Eisley Cantina or the Death Star, since the Episode 4 Han Solo minifigure only came in those sets. The build is also really cute, and the minifigure, as always, is pretty good. And since the minifigure is probably the reason you'll buy this set, let's have a look at it. So, the only minifigure that does come in this set is an Episode 4 Han Solo. This is the same Han Solo that was included in the Death Star and the Mos Eisley Cantina. Overall, he's a pretty good minifigure. There's some pretty good leg printing, although I would have liked for him to have dual molded legs, because he does wear boots, but for some reason LEGO just doesn't want to give him dual molded legs for boots. And his belt does have some pretty nice details. I like the torso and the jacket on both the front and the back. I think that it looks quite accurate to how the movie looks. The only problem with the torso is the fact that his sort of skin tone in the chest, where you can see his chest, is a whole lot lighter than his actual face. And that's a big problem with many minifigures, that the chest prints, just the tone of skin is much different to the actual face. And it's almost false advertising at this point, because because on the box it says that the skin tone is the same color, but it's not. So that's my only really thing with the chest print, but otherwise really good chest print. Then he has the Han Solo hair that was introduced, I believe, in 2016, and it's pretty accurate, and I like it a lot. And then he has two expressions: a smiling, open mouth smiling expression, and then a serious, gruntled expression. And then, of course, he comes with his classic LEGO Star Wars short blaster. So that's the only minifigure in the set. Let's move on to the build. So, this Millennium Falcon Microfighter build is the third Millennium Falcon Microfighter we've got in the Microfighter line. I think that it's actually an improvement from the last two. I really like some of the details. Some of the details are still the same, but I really like some of the other details. First one is, I really like the back of it. I feel like it's a lot improved from the last two. I loved how they used these hinge pieces and other stuff like that, and that they use these round hinge pieces. I really like that. Other things I really like that they put these on the bottom. I'm not sure if that's different from the other Millennium Falcons, but it basically looks like it's floating as well. So, yeah, maybe I would have liked for these ones, instead of being grey, to be translucent white. That would have been nice, but overall it looks really cool, and I love that it looks like it's floating. Other things I have noticed, I guess, is that on the back with the exhaust ports, there's only 4. There should be a middle one, so there should be 5 on the back. That is kind of a problem with me, as it kind of irks me, but overall it's not too big of a problem, but I think LEGO could improve on that somehow. I know that they can. And also at the front, I believe, on each sort of strut. I'm going to call these struts. There should be 2 exhaust ports in each one, but as you can see, there's only one. Again, maybe LEGO could, I don't know, extend them a bit and something so they can have those 2 exhaust ports. But overall, it recaptures the spirit of the build quite well. I do think that the inclusion of the stud shoes on top is okay. I think it is a bit bulky, it does take away from it a bit, but honestly, this is a small ship you can fly around and you can shoot your friends with, so like, it doesn't really matter. It's like oversized, but that's kind of like the whole thing with this. You have oversized minifigures, it's very small builds. But also I do like the Raider dish. I do wish it was light grey instead of dark grey, but overall it's still pretty cool. And all the other details are pretty cool. I do like how they included those sort of, I guess, I don't know really what they're called, but fins on the back. I do like that they included those fins. I would have kind of liked them on the bottom, but honestly that probably would have been too difficult for LEGO to figure out how to do. I think the cockpit is done well enough, so you can just place your Han Solo minifigure and just place him in here. He's really easy to put in and out because there's only 2 studs connecting it on this black plate. I really like that they didn't make 4 studs, because otherwise maybe you'd get his, maybe you'd accidentally pull him apart, and that would just it would suck kind of to try and get those legs out again. But one thing I would like is for them to cover up the legs more on this side. I feel like if they, I don't know, put a larger plate, that would have looked a little bit nicer, because it feels weird to have so much of his leg exposed on the cockpit. But another thing I kind of have that irks me, and honestly this isn't too big of a deal, but you have the cockpit piece right here, which have the windscreen stuff, but then you also have another windscreen, which I kind of just don't get. Maybe it is for looks, I'm not sure how it would look without it, like how LEGO would do that, but I think that that would just be a bit more accurate and a little bit better. It would just make more sense. But this cockpit piece you could use for other smaller Millennium Falcon builds, which I think is pretty cool. Another problem kind of has this gap. I know it's probably accurate, but it's eye-catching as hell, and I just like whenever I like go and then I see that, I'm like, God, help me. Like, I really wish that LEGO just put a plate right there, and that would have just solved everything. But I guess it's not that big of a deal. But just would have liked LEGO to do that. But overall, certainly not a bad build. There's some really great details and part usage. Like, I love that they use this little piece to connect here, to connect the I guess port, the docking port. I really like that they did that. Would have liked a docking port on here, because I believe that there's 2 docking ports on the Millennium Falcon, but this build only has 1. But overall, really not a bad build. Really like it. And now I just have some final thoughts. So, just some closing thoughts on this set. I do think it is a decent microfighter. I would have preferred for it to be a Mandalorian microfighter, but honestly that is just kind of okay. I also would have liked another single microfighter to go alongside it, because if you look at the box, in every other microfighter series, there's been another microfighter to pair with the single microfighter. However, there's only 2 microfighter sets when normally there would be 3. So I would have liked that, but honestly, I should probably be judging the set by what's in the set, not by what other sets were released. I do like that the Han Solo minifigure is now cheaper to get, because originally you could only get this guy, as I said, in the Mos Eisley Cantina and the Death Star, so I really like that they put him in a cheaper set, because I have really been looking for a Episode 4 Han Solo to get, and I'm really glad that I did end up getting him. Again, the Millennium Falcon is pretty good. I like that they changed it up a bit, but it does feel a little bit samey to the other Millennium Falcon Microfighters. So, yeah guys, that's all I've really got to say about this set. Comment down below what you think, what you like about this set, what you think the set fails at, what you think it improves at. Just tell me everything you like about it down in the comments below. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, so set reviews, mock cases, and more, then go down below and destroy that like and subscribe button, as it helps me keep creating videos, and that means that you guys will end up getting more content. Also, if you want to check out my Instagram, please, because I post tutorials from my mock videos, and also I post sneak peeks for my thumbnails and videos. So if you want to check any of that out, as I said, the link to my Instagram is in the description below. But with all that out of the way, see you guys in the next video. Sterling out.
The night.